Well, okay, I'm gonna hand this back to them now, so you take it easy, and I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
See, she told you to come up too. She said the car's here.
Yeah, yeah, she did. Gosh, I just don't know what to.
Honestly, Aunt Edna, if it was too much, I would honestly tell you, and it's not. It's not at all.
Well,
We've got plenty of room,
if you folks,
and I'm not working.
you go home tomorrow, and
We can bring you back down next weekend.
no, I'll come back on the train. I don't mind coming on the train,
Okay.
but I'll just wait until during the week sometime rather
And
than
that's
on the
fine.
weekend.
That's fine. You can stay as long as you want, darling.
Yeah. Well,
I'll take care of your health care. So you don't need to worry about that. And your therapy.
we are,
Reminiscing.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, and talking about her exercising, and I said, don't jerk it fast, read, and then hold it for 5 minutes, 5 counts.
I remember them telling us that with Dad too.
Yeah.
Don't do it fast.
And we lifted it up gently, and then we
Oh,
did a
yeah.
lifting for him, and then we put it down. Of course, his had excruciating pain. Yours does not. So
No,
they're going to be more aggressive with you.
Um,
Oh, joy.
oh, we've just been talking whatever comes to our mind. So,
I was just telling Edna. Was I-
what was you gonna say? Now you forget.
No, I think it's probably been about 6 months. Now, what are you doing?
That's what I'm wondering about.
He's probably recording something.
Brian's question today when he looked at the DVD, he said, how often did Grandpa actually have that camera in his face? I said, not all that often, believe it or not. He said, seems like he took an awful lot of video. Of course, he got tired of staring at the kids, I think.
No, I think it's been about from 4 to 6 months since I began to notice
You're more tired?
my slipping. I mean, I've noticed
Mhm.
little things.
Especially since Thanksgiving, even.
Yeah.
Well, I was slipping a lot, feeling so tired and that, but since my therapist has started coming, I'm feeling a lot better. And it's only from my waist down, because from my waist up, I feel fine.
Suffering the loss of a spouse does that to almost everybody. It will take its toll on you physically. With you. Oh, joy.
Oh, we've just been talking whatever comes to our mind. So,
I was just telling Edna. Was I-
what was you gonna say? Now you forget.
No, I think it's probably been about 6 months. Now, what are you doing?
That's what I'm wondering about.
He's probably recording something.
Brian's question today when he looked at the DVD, he said, how often did Grandpa actually have that camera in his face? I said, not all that often, believe it or not. He said, seems like he took an awful lot of video. Of course, he got tired of staring at the kids, I think.
No, I think it's been about from 4 to 6 months since I began to notice
You're more tired?
my slipping. I mean, I've noticed
Mhm.
little things.
Especially since Thanksgiving, even.
Yeah.
Well, I was slipping a lot, feeling so tired and that, but since my therapist has started coming, I'm feeling a lot better. And it's only from my waist down, because from my waist up, I feel fine.
Suffering the loss of a spouse does that to almost everybody. It will take its toll on you physically.
What's
It's
that?
catching.
The finger.
What finger?
Well,
Don't even go there.
anyway, I'm gonna try to go to the doctor Tuesday.
She's been trying to wait on me.
Yeah,
Well, that's an
she wanted
improvement.
to raise her feet,
Mhm.
and I knew I couldn't pick them up and do anything, and so I says, well, while that is down towards the floor, let me put the pillows standing next to it, and then she could raise it up, and those, but,
And they worked.
You should have had her do her leg lifts that she's supposed to be doing.
well.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be getting those before the night is over. Lori gets me in on Haley's bed and gets me doing.
What about your,
Let's see, you're blowing the secrets because now I know that you will do them if you're forced, and I'm just going to have to get forceful.
Where's
I
that
may not be
finger
your daughter, but
going?
I'm your daughter-in-law, and I could be poopy too.
Where's that finger going?
I'm going to get a finger too, dude.
well, anyway,
No, but I know. Maybe this is a good time for confession.
Oh, here it comes.
I confessed to Lori and Don, and I said, don't you blab to Dory, because she'll get after me.
Now, why am I always the bad person?
No, it's not that.
You know, that really ticks me off. I'm in the medical field, so I'm always the bad person.
No, I didn't mean it like that, but
Go ahead, confess. I want to hear it.
sometime, I don't know whether it was in the doctor's office or whether it was in the car going in today. We must have been talking about my arm, and I lifted it up and was waving it around a little bit, and you said, I can't remember your word, stop that, don't do that. And it has been a little bit tender ever since.
What, your arm?
Uh-huh.
Ah.
That's
Oh,
when you're-
since you waved it up and moved
You're-
it around?
Yeah.
She was trying to get it out the car door with it, wasn't she?
Well, that was getting out of the car at the doctor's office. You reached your hand up on the frame of the car and tried to pull yourself up with it. And I went, don't.
Or maybe that was when it was, but
or
Well,
was
yeah, you really tweaked it.
it, or was it when she was getting in the car here?
no, it was in town someplace.
Uh,
Anyway, I've noticed just a little bit in here.
You don't have the ice pack. Does Lori have a heating pad for you?
I think we've got one here. Oh, I think she used to have one, but I wouldn't know where it
a
was.
what?
Heating pad. That's what I was putting on
Oh.
Mom at our house before she went to bed. Especially, I just put the heating pad on for 20 minutes and take it off. And just that on real low, just a little bit of warmth.
Mhm.
Well, wrap her arm in her jacket there. So you see, Arlene's the only one I got left.
Right.
But I'd like to turn her over.
You better be careful what you say.
You aren't taking pictures of me doing this, are you?
I am.
I'd like to paddle her though, because I think she eats too much. Now, are you recording that?
Yes.
You better be apologizing.
Yeah, Arlene, but you would be better off if you did. Oh.
Don't worry, we won't show her that part.
I had to laugh. One of the men, well, he was the one that came and checked on me or the other day when I was choking and that, but today he came by my table and he patted me on the back and whispered, he says, I like to make you laugh.
Good.
And so I don't know, I got a kick out of it, but I stay in my room and when I go out and talk to somebody and they say something funny, I can't help but laugh, you know.
That's healthy though. Laughing is good for you.
Yeah, and I don't pay too much attention to TV.
Mm-hmm.
I watch it more from 5 o'clock until 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And otherwise, I'm working word puzzles and
That's a
I've
good
been
thing.
trying to organize my cupboards and the dresser drawers and things like that more. And I'm cleaning out my closet, taking my winter clothes and packing them away.
And he wanted a little tiny lawn, and I swear the lawn is just a little bit bigger than the square from your bed
Well,
in this little back patio. The only way they could get the topsoil in was by wheelbarrow through the hall, through the living room, through the dining room, and out to the back
oh, for
patio.
gosh sakes.
My aunt just about had a hissy when we told her. She said now that, because my aunt is a very neat freak. I couldn't do that, but Annie wanted that lawn done when we got there. So Jeremiah had worked a full day, and when we got there, Jeremiah it was starting to get dark, and he's laying sod. And they said, we told him it looked really good, and he says, "Yeah, I don't think I did bad for never done or not having done before." And Neil goes, "I've never done it." But Annie had all these neat things, you know, in front to make a nice.
But you know, when you get into a new
Flower
place and
bed.
you want to fix it up, oh, that's kind of personal.
She wanted to make it like our house is, and there was ready for her daddy to see.
Yeah.
You know, and Jared had accidentally, he took those blocks that she'd made the flower bed out of to block the dirt from falling down behind the fence. And
Yeah.
that didn't do, so she was calling us, "Where are you guys on the freeway? Because I'm on my way to Home Depot to get the right things, and Jared didn't do it right." And poor
Oh,
man.
okay. What time did you get down there to your first stop?
We got to Bob and Dolores's at-
6:30.
Yeah, about 6:30
Well,
You know,
tomorrow.
that's how I got Al to move, decided to sell our house and to move here. He was going 80 miles an hour, and I was scared, because after all, you know, he was 96 years old.
yeah.
And I told him, I said, "Al, that's the last thing we need now is to have an accident and spend the rest of our days in bed." So it didn't take him long to put the house up for sale. And it was less than 2 months that we moved in here, and we had cash out of our place. But of course, we sold it pretty reasonably.
Aunt Bonnie and Uncle Jim asked us to check out one of the places. They're thinking about moving to Roseburg from Vallejo.
Oh. You know, you talk, there's so many people are moving in here, and you talk to people that's come from other places, and they've looked around and they say that this is the best place and it's the most reasonable.
Well, they don't. They're retiring. They've got a huge motor coach. They want to buy a house in Roseburg that they could just kind of call home and travel the United States.
Yeah, well, that's nice. And I had thought that when Al died, I would like to buy a small motor home that I could live in. And then if I wanted to go to visit you folks in Washington, just have one of you coming down and drive me up. I wouldn't have to pack anything.
Mhm.
But you know, they didn't go that way.
No.